Now we're ready to sew the top stitching on your pant front. So that'll be on the left side. And what that's going to do is hold this left fly facing to the actual pant front. So you don't want to take out the pins holding the right facing over to the right side. You want to leave those there. But if you wanted to check your stitching from the previous step, you can take it out, unpin everything if you wanted to check, and then repin it all back up for this step. Now there's a few ways to mark where the top stitching is going to go. You could use my pattern to trace out the piece there and then trace around that. I prefer to measure. So the top stitching sits 3.5 centimeters from this center front, or that folded edge on the left side. So I've just gone through and I've started marking with my chalk 3.5 centimeters in. And most importantly, perhaps, is finding out where the stop of your zipper is. So my stop is just above where I've put this pin, because I definitely don't want to stitch over that. So I've put a pin there. It's very obvious to me when I go to my machine to sew it where exactly that is. But I will keep marking down the front of my shorts, 3.5 centimeters, and then I will connect these dots with a rule, and then when I get to the bottom here, I'm going to freehand the curve that comes out. But like I said, if you want to use the pattern, you can just trace a piece and then come out. So I'm going to start at this pin, and really, I mean, you can shape this, you know, however you prefer it to look. So I do prefer to shape it before you go to the sewing machine, because it's a little bit tricky when you've got this under, or while you're sewing it and everything's under the presser foot, to see exactly where you're going. So I'm actually quite happy with that. And so I'm just using chalk here, so this will just rub off. Okay, so I'm happy with that. There's my curve marked on for my top stitching, and I'll just go and grab my rule and I'll connect all these dots straight up to the top. So make sure to take your time with the top stitching, because you are going to see this